Hey everyone! Welcome back to Tales of 3D. Today I'm creating a spooky scarecrow in Blender. First, add a sphere. Next, let's jump into edit mode and make sure to turn on proportional editing. In edit mode, we'll delete half of the sphere. Then head over to the Modifier tab, add a mirror modifier, and make sure to turn on clipping. Next, let's move on to modeling the eyes. After the eyes, let's model the nose. To do that, grab the knife tool and start cutting in the shape for the nose. Once the nose is in place, we'll add a solidify modifier to give it some thickness. After that, add a subdivision surface modifier and set it to level 2 for a smoother look. Now let's add a mouth to our model. First, add a cube, then scale it down to the size you want for the mouth. After adding the cube and scaling it down, add a loop cut to shape the mouth. Then delete half of the cube, head over to the Modifier tab, and add a mirror modifier and a subsurface modifier. To give the mouth a playful smile, adjust the vertices carefully until you get that nice curved shape. Once you're happy with the shape, place the mouth on the head. To do that, turn on proportional editing and carefully adjust it to create that curve. Now, let's add the stitches along the mouth to give it that classic scarecrow look. To model the stitches, start by adding a single vertex. Then extrude that vertex to form the stitch shape. Once you're happy with it, convert it to a curve. Once you're happy with the shape, add a subdivision surface modifier and a mirror modifier. Use the head as the mirror object, so you'll get 2 stitches at once. Add a couple more stitches like this, and once you're happy with how the mouth looks, we can move on to the next part of the scarecrow. Once you're happy with the head, let's move on to modeling the hat. To start modeling the hat, select the vertices on top of the head. Let's rename the object to keep things organized. Now, select the vertices for the hat and scale them to shape it. Let's remove the Solidify modifier for now, and begin modeling the hat from the top vertices. We're having some issues with the hat, so let's find those problems by turning on face orientation. Anywhere you see red faces, that's where the problem is. Now, select those faces, then go to Mesh, then Normals, and choose Flip. Now, let's scale the hat slightly so it fits perfectly on the head. Turn on proportional editing and adjust the top vertices to give it a more natural shape. After refining the form, add the Solidify modifier to give it some thickness. Next, we'll add a border around the top. Select the vertices where you want the border. Press Shift+D to duplicate them, and P to separate them from the main hat. Then extrude those separated vertices to create the border, and shape it until it looks just right. We are having the same problem in the border. Let's repeat the same process what we did on the hat. Once the border looks good, it's time to start modeling the body. Now let's start modeling the body. To begin, add a cube, then apply a subdivision surface modifier and turn on proportional editing. In edit mode, delete half of the vertices, then add a mirror modifier. After that, let's move on to modeling the arms. Select one vertex and delete it. Then select the surrounding vertices, go to Loop Tools, and choose Circle to shape the arm. Then extrude it to form the shape of the arm. After that, we'll move on to the torso. Delete a few vertices, then extrude and scale them up to shape it. Now, let's add a belt around the Scarecrow's waist. Add a solidify modifier to the belt, and then adjust it to fit the waist. Next, let's add a few more loop cuts to the arm to refine the shape. We can tweak the vertices wherever necessary to get the shape just right. Now it's time to add the sticks for the Scarecrow. To model the sticks, add a cube, scale it down, and then extrude it to give it a more organic shape. Do the same technique for the arms. Apply shade smooth. Now let's model the gloves. First, add a cube, add 2 loop cuts, scale it down, and then extrude the vertices to form the fingers. Then add a subdivision surface modifier and delete the faces to create the wrist opening of the glove. Adjust the vertices to shape it so it looks more like a glove. Now scale it down and place it onto the Scarecrow's arm. Add the mirror modifier so we can design both sides at the same time. To give the arms a more defined shape, I increased the mean crease value to 1. After that, apply the mirror modifier. To model the buckle, first add a plane and scale it down. Then, go into Edit mode, insert faces, and delete the extra face to shape the buckle. Then extrude the faces to give the buckle some thickness. Then add a subsurf modifier and insert some extra loop cuts to refine the buckle and keep its shape crisp. Add shade smooth. Let's model the prong by adding a cube to the scene. Then, apply a subdivision surface modifier, add a few loop cuts, and enable Shade Smooth. Let's add the Scarecrow's scarf by duplicating the faces around the neck, applying a Solidify modifier, and shaping it into a scarf. Let's add the buttons by simply adding a cylinder. Scale it down along the y-axis, add a subdivision surface modifier, and then scale it out to get the right shape. Now let's model the string. To do that, add a single vert, extrude it to form the shape of the string, then convert it to a curve. After that, add a subdivision surface modifier and place it on top of the button. I'm adding another button by duplicating the first button along with the threads, and then placing it onto the Scarecrow's body. Let's model the patch by duplicating a few faces and separating them. Add some loop cuts, apply a subdivision surface and solidify modifier, and shape it to look like a proper patch. To add stitches around the patch, I'm reusing the mouth stitches I modeled earlier. I just need to duplicate, rotate them slightly, and place them so it really looks like the patch is stitched onto the Scarecrow's body. Now I'm duplicating the patch twice, and each one will follow that same stitched look. Add a last patch on the head.